Okay, at least tell me the next move. Okay, Savnia.
Sir, knight d4.
Knight d4. Okay. Let's see what Ryan would do. You no need to raise hands, guys. I'm asking for last 5 minutes and you're raising hand now. You can directly tell.
Rook to e8.
Rook to e8. Okay. So Savni, after knight d4, what is the next step? Like, let's say I play queen d2. What will you do next? Is there a plan after that, or just leave the knight there and continue other things? What is your plan?
Sir, we capture the knight.
Okay, the knight on f3. All right. So I am really disappointed in both your moves, guys. Unfortunately, I mean, your rook is on a half-opened file. From there, you're putting it on e8. How bad it will be for that rook? The guy is already sitting on an open file. You're catching him by this neck and dragging him to where he doesn't want to go. That is really bad for the rook. He's already happy there. So that is really terrible. Putting the rook on a half open file in behind 2 pawns, not even one. This file is never going to open up. There is like 3 pawns on that file, and you're putting him on that file. Rooks belong on open files, no, not closed. Now, coming to Savania's move, knight d4, fine. You're stopping d4. That's when knight d4 is okay. After that, if you're taking, then you're only helping your opponent. Na? You're basically wasting 2 moves to help your opponent make his position better. That is why knight d4 is okay, but knight takes knight, that plan is not good. 2 moves just to exchange it off. And is the exchange helping us? No, it's helping the opponent. That is not how we should form plan. The position becomes bad with such moves. So we need to like ask our pieces where they want to go. If you ask this rook will tell he's fine there. I'm good here, don't touch me. So which piece needs to be developed or should go to a better place? Knight, fine. Knight d4 is okay. But only if you're going to leave it there. If you're going to take, then it's bad. If they take, it's good, it's winning for you. So they can't take. So knight d4 stops white from playing d4. That way it is good. So that's one plan. How else can we continue? We need to talk to our pieces. What do they want? Let's find a plan for one of our pieces to come to a better place. A 2 move plan to make your one of your pieces better. Go to a better place. It can be any of your pieces. No need to raise hands up. How many times am I saying? Just 2 people. What's there to raise hand for? You can directly tell.
Sir, pawn d5.
Okay, that is a good way to continue. That's another plan. You can strike in the center. And what's your plan after pawn takes?
Sir, we capture it back with the pawn.
I take your e pawn.
And I push it.
D4.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. That is tactical. You're going for a break in the center, and it works because he can't take your e pawn. So that means you'll be controlling the center completely with d5. Now that's a plan. Can I not take? If I take, you will push. That's a problem. I can't take, right? Yeah, I can't take. Yeah, I believe it works. So d5 should be good. It doesn't lose the pawn. But it still doesn't improve your pieces. You're controlling sender, so that's a good plan. Let's also find a plan for our pieces. This is where people get stuck on. Those who don't find any plan will randomly play some knight d4 something. We have to form a plan. Like, where do our pieces belong? If you ask your rook, he is fine. We don't have to think about it. If you ask this knight, where does this knight want to go, guys? Which square would be perfect for this knight on this chessboard? Something reasonable. No, don't tell me like b4. That is not reasonable. That's not logical. It can't go there. Somewhere where it can go in 2, 3 moves, where it will be happy. Which square is that? Who can tell me?
There is that knight f4.
Exactly. This would be the perfect place for this knight, right? If you ask this queen, where would this queen like to go in, let's say, 2, 3 moves? Best square for this queen. Ryan, you tell me the queen's best place.
Queen to the d7.
Huh?
Queen d7.
Huh? This is the best place for this queen on the whole board, huh? Where it is dreaming of going. I'm not asking the next move. I'm asking which is the best place that the queen would like to go in 2 or 3 moves. Where does this queen want to go? You have to form plans. To form plans, you have to understand where the piece wants to go, not where it can go next move. Savania, where does the queen want to go?
Sir, queen g6.
Exactly. That is how we have to think. Only then plans can be made. If you randomly make moves, then there's no plan for anything. So knight wants to go like this. The queen wants to get to g6. So that means what should be the route for that queen? How will the queen get to g6?
Queen f6, then queen to g6.
Queen f6, g6 or queen e8, g6. So can we start with knight h5? Is it fine? We cannot play it yet. Forming a plan is good, but before playing the move, we have to see, is it fine? Is it fine? What do you guys think?
Sir, it is bad, right?
Why is it bad, Savani?
Sir, pawn to g3. So what can
To
we...
g3. So the knight cannot go to f4, you're saying, after g3.
Yes, sir. And it will be blocked.
But his king will be slightly opened if he plays g3. We can come back. We can leave it there or bring the queen g6. So it's good that he thought of g3, but we should not reject knight h5 just because he plays g3. Because playing g3, it's not a move he wants to play. It makes this square weak, this square weak. So already rook is there, and this square is also weak. This pawn is weak. So king is feeling a little bit weak after g3. So it's not a move he will play happily. So we can always come back and act as if nothing happened. It's not like wasting a move. We achieved something. We made him move his kingside pawn, which is bad for him. So that is not a problem. But other than that, there is no other problem. Yeah. And what is Ryan saying? Is it fine, Ryan? Shall we start our plan by moving the knight?
Fine.
Okay. It is not fine, guys. It's a blunder. It's a small blunder. It loses a pawn. There is a tactic here for white. A very common tactic. So we need to keep our eye out for this. It's not defended for now. This is not defended, which means what happens to undefended pieces? They get picked up. How? Where is the tactic for white?
Sir, knight takes pawn on e5.
Exactly. And we lose a pawn basically. And that's bad for us. So we can't play knight h5 yet. The plan is all nice. We want knight h5, knight f6, knight f4, queen f6, queen g6. Perfect. But that's still just a plan. We need to make things work together. So how do we get this and this? How do we combine both ideas?
Sir, first we need to play queen to e8.
Exactly. This is now a plan that works. Then you can start making it happen. So knight h5, then knight f4, queen g6. That's how you make your position slowly better with the plan. So this is how black should continue here. either d5 or knight d4 and stay, or queen e8, queen g6, or queen e8, knight h5, knight f4. Or even rook f7, queen e7, rook f8. That's also a plan. You can form a lot of plans, like different ways to improve your position and then move the knight. But black is definitely in a better position according to my understanding. Yeah, because the rook is on an open file. Now, Engine likes rook f7 plan best. Also likes knight d4. Anyway,